Today's video is sponsored by Endel. It is my utmost pleasure to be able to work with Endel again, as this app is both intriguing and sensually very stimulating. So without your mind going too far, Endel is an environment-based non-profit app that takes everything we know about sound and combines it with cutting-edge technology. The result is real-time, personalized soundscapes designed to help you relax, focus, and sleep. Endel uses circadian rhythms and neuroscience to shift the sound you hear to suit your needs and location at that time. It sounds way more complicated than it is. Essentially, Endel offers you soothing soundscapes that can help you either focus, sleep, meditate, work out, relax, or even do your household chores if needed. So although I would use this app to wind down, you could use this app to enhance your focus, gain movement, and feel more energized. So if you need help relaxing, meditating, or focusing, click on the link in my description box below. The first 100 people to download Endel using my link will get 1 week free of premium audio experiences. Thank you so much, Endel, for sponsoring today's video. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. If this is the first time that you're seeing me, I am the Hermit Tarot, and this is my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a pick a group tarot reading, just a little quick and sweet one. There's no extended for this reading. I just kind of wanted to put more content out, to be honest with you, this month. I feel like it was good for me to be on holidays. If you didn't know, I was on holidays for a little bit there. But I also feel like I haven't been able to do some of the funner readings that I wanted to do. I had a lot of prep to do before I went on holidays, and so I'm kind of just trying to do some quick little fill-in readings as well, to kind of get some of the content out that I really wanted to deliver to you guys way back in like March and April. So today's reading is one of those. We're asking Spirit, have you met them yet? So the topic behind this reading is very broad and general. The idea is you come to this reading with a clear idea of a person in mind. Either you're inquiring about a romantic partner, for example, or you may be inquiring about a friend, a new friendship. You may be inquiring about a best friend. You may be inquiring about a business partner. You have to kind of come to this reading with somebody in mind. And then in your group, we're going to be answering whether or not you have met that person yet. So it's a pretty juicy reading in the sense of we do pivot from that question. Answering that question, have you met them yet, is a fairly straightforward answer. It's basically yes or no, you know. So from there, in each of the groups today, I do pivot. We ask Spirit further questions depending on whether you've met your person or not. For example, in one of the groups, if they didn't get to meet their person, I ask Spirit, when will they meet their person? How will they recognize them? What advice do they need about this connection? And is there anything else they need to know about that person? If you have met your person, follow-up questions might be, what is the future of this connection? What is currently going on in this connection? Why is it not maybe working the way that it could be? And again, what is the advice on this connection as well? So there's quite a few groups to choose from. And just a quick heads up, because I'm filming your intro in the middle of me filming all the groups, there are a lot of different messages, and you may have more than one message, and you may have messages in more than one group, is basically what I'm trying to say. So the last thing I want to say before I take you into the pick a group portion is that I do still have that May giveaway going. If you have not been made aware of the May giveaway yet, I have a bunch of merch to give away from myself, from Bow Life, and also from SayPa, SayMa Toons. And that giveaway and how to enter it is on my May Love Predictions reading. So I strongly encourage you go back, have a look at that reading, and find out how to enter the giveaway so that I can give those beautiful merch items a forever home. That's it from me in your intro. I'm going to take you into the pick a group portion of today's reading. So for our pick a group portion today, I have included 4 different photographs that I took myself on my big USA trip to California and Nevada. So I've chosen pictures because I think you'll be able to get a lot more out of this I personally love each of these photos for their own different reasons, and I wanted to kind of share them with you as well. I don't want to tell you too much about them because I don't want that to sway your decision-making process, but I do want to give you enough time to be able to study each one of them and figure out which one you resonate with more, which one is really pulling you closer towards it, which one seems to be calling your attention or kind of intuitively showing to you that it has messages for you. We have 4 groups to choose from today, and because of the nature of this reading, it is highly probable that you may have messages in more than one group. So if you are feeling called to more than one photo, just know that you may have messages in more than one group. At the end of this pick a group portion, if you do need more time selecting a group, you are more than welcome to join me in the meditation portion, which is only a minute long. If you've been with me for a little while, you know that that meditation is helpful in connecting you with your intuition and helping you figure out which of those groups you're feeling most called to from an intuitive place. So I'm going to go ahead and show you group 1's image close up. This image is of a landscape in California, just after the Nevada boundary. If you're from California and you kind of think you know where this is, please comment down below. Will never forget this place because of what happened there, and I may share it later. But as you can see, it's a desert scape with some mountains in the background that still have snow on them. So that is group 1. Moving along to group 2, this seascape is overlooking from, so I'm kind of standing on Venice Beach looking across Santa Monica towards Malibu City. The water may interest you, the sand may pique your interest, the mist and haze over the mountains may pique your interest. Take time with each of these photos to see if there's anything that really grabs your attention. This is group number 2. Next, we have group number 3 with this cactus photo. Very simple when you first look at it, but there's a lot happening in this photo. So whether you're a cactus fan, whether you're a texture fan and the wall in the background grabs your attention, maybe you've got a green thumb, take time if you need to see if group number 3 is calling out to you. And last but not least, we have group number 4 here with the South Las Vegas Boulevard photo. Again, so much happening in this photo. We've got a few signs, literally. We've got some architecture, some buildings, a bit of a cityscape happening. So pause the video if you need more time. This is group number 4's photo. As I mentioned, when you know which of these 4 groups you're feeling most called to, click on the timestamps in the description box below. If you need more time, pause the video or join me in the meditation portion of this reading to get stronger intuitive messages towards which of these 4 groups you need to hear. So the first thing I want you to do with me is to take in 2 deep, mindful breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to focus on clearing your mind. It's natural to have thoughts racing at this point. I want you to embrace each thought as it comes and let it slip as quickly as it came in. Focus on clearing and balancing out these thoughts so that they come and go without a desire to be attached to them. And now, with a rested mind, I want you to think of the first group that comes to your mind. It may be a number. It may be an object that I showed you. It could be a specific color. It could be a feeling that you felt when I showed you each of the groups today. When you are ready and when you feel confident, select your group and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1 and welcome to your reading. I didn't have an object to show you yet because I'm going to pick your objects after I do your readings. However, if you chose Group 1, then this is going to be your reading. Group 1, today we're asking Spirit, have you met them yet? Today's reading is intended to be able to fit into any sort of category in terms of whether you're inquiring about a lover, whether you're inquiring about your next job, your next business partner, your next friend, your next best friend, your next child, whatever it is. If you just simply have to have the type of person in mind and then select a group. So, have you met them yet, Groupus 1? Let's have a look. I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit better and then we'll get into your reading. So, Spirit, for Group 1 on YouTube. My decks aren't doing well because it's been raining here, so there's a lot of moisture in the air, unfortunately, which is great for me and my skin. I feel so hydrated, but my decks are not doing well. Group 1, please, Spirit. Have they met their person yet? Group 1. Have they met their person yet? Group 1. Have they met their person yet? Okay, what a mess. What a mess. At the back of your deck, I do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, Group 1. The first card that came out is an unknown card, so let's flip it over. Oh my gosh. The first card that came out for you was the High Priestess, Group 1. The High Priestess. Your second card was the Eight of Swords over here, if it will focus. There we are. I'm going to show you some of these all together because they came out together. We have the Three of Cups and the Six of Pentacles reversed. And then we also had the Two of Cups and the Three of Wands. I'm going to show you that Three of Wands first because it is reversed, and then I want to show you that Two of Cups because Sweet Pea, it's coming up as a blockage in the blocked position, that Two of Cups card. So sweets, my answer to you is no, you do not know this person intimately. They are not somebody who you are deeply involved with or have been in your past. They are not somebody who you are fully aware of in your physical sense. They do not form a strong part of your present life. However, you do have a connection to them in some way. You may know them through a person, or they may be a connection through a friend. They may be an acquaintance, somebody you don't know very well. They may be somebody who is around you who you've not been introduced to, but I see at this point in time you are not close to this person emotionally. I do see that there is somewhat of an awareness towards this person spiritually. You seem to be aware of them and their energy, and I think that's why you're confused, because you're taking what you feel and you're projecting it onto somebody that you may know very well, thinking that it's them. But I really firmly believe you do not know this person physically. I also believe that this person is someone that you may have overlooked for some of you, and for that reason I do not believe that you know them, because they're going to be hard to miss. Once they really come into your life and take root in your present, this person is going to be very hard to miss, Group 1. They are not somebody who you go back around to after trying really hard the first time. They come in, and they come in with a presence that is completely undeniable, and they do not leave until their duty in your life has been done. This is the kind of person that I feel is very impactful and hard to miss, without repeating all of the same things. I believe that when you meet them, there's an element of chance here, in the sense of it's not something planned. It's not something that you're prepared for. It simply happens. I think friends have something to do with this, maybe the internet as well. You may realize that you know this person through somebody else. You have a mutual connection. I also believe that with the Two of Cups here in the blocked position, the two of you may try to focus more more on a friendship first, or there may be some sort of emotional sort of separation initially. But I think that once a lot of emotion is invested in one another, and once the two of you get to know each other, it's going to be very clear that you're very much two peas in a pod, and that you have a very good emotional connection with this person. This is someone who you're destined to have a strong friendship with, I feel. This is someone who has a very empathetic a way of being in your life, an empathetic presence. They care about you. They grow to really love you and care about you, even if this is a boss or a business partner. This is someone who'll be very invested in your family life, and who will be, you know, a part of your wedding in some way. That's what it feels like. I also believe that this person is a very kind of beautiful person in your eyes. I want to say beautiful, not handsome. Not because I'm associating them with a feminine energy, but because they have a softer presence about them and they feel very beautiful. I also believe that this is somebody who, when they come in, it's not like they are coming in a demanding way. I think that their presence demands your attention in the sense of they're hard to miss. But I also feel like they're not somebody who will kind of just take from you or breadcrumb you and make you question, like, is this love? Is this my next partner? Is this my next business partner, my next friend? It's nothing like that. It feels like it's very obvious and balanced. I also believe with the Six of Pentacles reversed that there are things that you need to do before you meet this person, that they need to do before they meet you. I feel that there are places to be and people to see before the two of you come together. And that simply means that for some of you, now is not the best time for this opportunity with this person. Let us have a look into who they are now. Well, how can group one recognize this person, Spirit? We have the Four of Wands coming out in the reverse position over here. How can group one recognize this person? We have the Ten of Teacups coming out over here. How can group one recognize this person? We also have the Sun coming out for you. And there is another card here. The Sun is reversed, but we also have the Three of Teacups. So, sweets, they're going to be hard to miss because they have a very emotional presence in your life. I see that this person is someone who recharges you. They do not deplete you. They come into your life after you've had little to no change in this area of your life. So for example, if you're asking about a friend, you may have had the same group of friends for a while before they come in, or you may have been alone for a while before they come in. Same thing with a romantic partner or a business partner. Something in your life has not shifted for a long period of time before they come in. And then when they do come in, they seem to change your ability to see that aspect of your life. They make you kind of look at it differently and go, wow, maybe I could blah, 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 blah. Maybe I could expand my social circle. Maybe I could fall in love again. Maybe I could have a go at my career again. Whatever it is, this person kind of wakes you up from your slumber. They're hard to miss because, or the way that you'll recognize them, should I say, is that this is going to be somebody who, what they say really resonates with you. I feel like they say things that are just so fitting to where you're at, and you're going to feel heard and seen by them. They seem to almost be able to finish your sentences in a way. It feels like this person has a sense of humor that just really connects with you, or you can appreciate their communication style. It's very refreshing, and it's something that you're not used to hearing or seeing. With the Ten of Teacups and the Three of Teacups, it's very obvious that this person has a connection to your family and your friends. They are going to be someone that you love and someone who loves you. They're going to be a part of your wedding, a part of your happy ending, a part of your life for a long time. And it feels like this person just fits into your social life seamlessly. They may even redesign your social life. Because of them, you may meet other people. You may meet them through friends who introduce you to more friends, or vice versa. I really believe with that Three of Teacups that the two of you are destined to have a strong sense of friendship and a really strong empathetic connection towards each other, regardless of the context of your relationship. And with the Sun card reversed, this person, the thing about them is that they're always honest with you. They're not going to lie. They're not going to pretend to be happier than they are. They're not going to pretend to be blindly optimistic. There is a sense of realism about this person with the Sun card reversed. They're almost pessimistic in the way that they are so honest with you. This person will just tell you what it is, how it is, even if it's like not what you're expecting. Like, for example, it reminds me of those people, those beautiful, honest people who you ask them, how are you? And they'll just tell you, oh yeah, well, actually this happened today. Or you'll say something like, wow, like that looks like a great dress. And you're expecting them to say, oh, thanks, I bought it from here, or thank you so much. And they're just like, actually, it's a nightmare. I'm getting like pinched at the back and the zip's broken, but I'm holding it together. There's a part of this person that is just so real with you. And it's almost to a fault because they're so honest that you expect them to kind of lie. And I think that that's so beautiful. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. They're very realist. How will group 1 meet this person, Spirit? So we're being shown the 6 of ingots in this deck. 6 of ingots. How will group 1 meet this person? We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, okay. Okay. You got the 6 of Pentacles twice now. Once reversed and once upright. How will group 1 meet this person, Spirit? Oh my gosh. All right, listen. Throwing out the whole deck now. They're just being cheeky. All right, let me show you all these cards that came out. We have the 7 of Wands and we have the Ace of Ingots. So in this deck, Wands are swords, ingots are pentacles. I might put that down below though, because people have been asking me. I explained it when I unboxed it, but some of y'all just visiting, so I guess you don't see those videos. Now we also have the 6 of Chopsticks and the Star card reversed. My lord, look at me trying to organize the spread. I'm so glad you can only see my face today because my hands are clumsy. Let me show you these 2 cards in my hands, the 6 of Chopsticks and the Star card. So wow, oh wow. When it comes to how you'll meet this person, it's a little bit of a journey, sweet pea. It's a little bit of a journey of association, curiosity, generosity. There's even an element of trickery and being very careful about what you say. An investment of some sorts, an offer, an opportunity that could be linked to your finances, success and recognition. And then there's kind of like this distance of admiration. So there is a sense of friendship with this person. I feel like you meet them through association. Somebody introduces the 2 of you and it feels like they introduce you in a formal setting, whether it's family or whether it's business people. Money has a connection here. You may be in town going, doing something for work, or they might be in town doing something for work. It almost feels like there's a formal situation here with how the 2 of you meet, but I feel like you become more aware of each other online. There is a curiosity of observing one another at a distance with this Page of Wands. It feels like you meet them through somebody else, but then you kind of stalk them online and vice versa, and you become more aware of each other's interests and who you are and who you know, because you seem to have mutual connections for some of you, and you just get a better feel for who this person is, and you kind of like what you see. But with the 7 of Wands, I want to say that for some of you, it's not the most straightforward relationship, regardless of the context, again, whether it's business, friendship, whatever. There's a misunderstanding here with the 7 of Wands. There's a feeling of someone being very tricky. Someone may have hidden information on their profile, for example, not being completely honest about who they are online. And because you're kind of researching each other online, there is a misunderstanding here. Or someone sees something that they shouldn't have, or someone gets the impression of something that they actually don't have. It's just a wrong impression feeling. It's not completely detrimental, but it does make you feel like you don't completely understand who this person is, or you can't completely trust who they are. I also think though that an opportunity presents itself with this Ace of Ingots that kind of forces the two of you to really kind of come together. And this seems like it's an opportunity that is, again, linked to your material world, your career, their career, family, their family. And it kind of puts you in this, again, this very structured, almost serious capacity where you almost have to be around them, and you get to kind of see them in a different way. With the Six of Chopsticks, there's a feeling of recognition and success, and looking at each other's successful qualities and each other's strengths and each other's abilities to kind of perform well in some way. Someone may have a platform here. I'm seeing references to like being in the public eye or just being someone of influence, but I feel like most of your connection with this person, like the way that you meet them, it kind of, a lot of it starts in a sense of feeling emotionally removed from them. Like either you really start this connection online, or you really kind of meet them through other people, and other people are a big role in how the two of you start your relationship together, or it has to do with the context. So like you meet them at work, and work is how the relationship starts. It feels like you have to go through something in order to really, it's not kind of like two people bumping into each other and then, oh, how are you? Oh, it's like, no, you kind of just, oh, this person brings you there, that person brings you there, you're both there. You don't really mesh well initially, and then you get curious, something happens, you kind of brought back together, and then it kind of gives you the opportunity to look at each other in a different way. Because I do feel like most of you are going to kind of really connect with this person in an online sense, or through communication like emails, maybe even calls, but it feels like messages or emails online. Have I missed anything, Spirit? Is there anything else I've missed? Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like you're either at a distance to each other, or it's just easier to connect online for some reason. We've got the King of Wands reversed, the Star reversed, and the World card reversed at the back of the deck. So there seems to be some sort of distance that calls for unusual communication, in the sense of it's not two people sitting in front of each other talking and like, hi, how are you? Who are you? What do you do? It's like you have to go through something in order to meet this person. So it might even be an app. Maybe somebody introduces you and you're like, oh yeah, cool. Hi, how are you? Nice. All right. Wow. Stalk them online and you find out there's like a bunch of people liking their photos, or there's comments that you don't like, and you're like, okay, I'm out. And then all of a sudden you join an app and you meet them through there, and it's very different that time. That's what it kind of feels like. There's a wrong impression, and then there's a solid opportunity to invest quality time together, which really changes your mind about how you see this person. And all of a sudden they become somebody who you love and who really loves you, and they have a lot to do with your happy ending. So to close your reading, is there any advice you have for group 1, please, Spirit? Is there any advice? I got 1 card, but I'm just going to try to get 2 more. Oh, is there any advice? Oh, I got 4. I was only looking for 2 or 3, but oh well. Oh, dang, we got 5. Back of the deck is energy. Energy in this deck is associated with orange, Voigo, the number 28, and we also have the sun on this card as well. Have a look at that. Have a look at that citrus. Citrus is one of my favorite veggies. Veggies on my days. Fruit. What do I want to talk about first? Oh my lord. This is where it becomes difficult, because I wish I could have just show you what I'm looking at, but now I've got to show you all the cards individually. Let me show you 2 at a time. That'll be easier. We've got abundance and grape, with success and peppermint here, and have a close look at the symbolism on each of these cards, please, because there's a lot to explain. We've got some water, we've got some fire, we've got some Sagittarius, and we've got some Libra on these cards here. The other 2 cards I need to show you is attraction and affection. Oh, That's interesting. This may be a taboo kind of thing. No, not necessarily, but it may be because you meet in such a structured way that you don't consider such an affectionate relationship evolving. Let's say that. Pansy attraction with affection and sorrel. What the heck is sorrel? That just looks like spinach to me. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. This must grow in the Northern Hemisphere. I've never seen sorrel in my life. Have a look at that though. We've got some air, we've got some fire, we've got some Libra, we've got some Taurus. So your advice, sweet pea, success reversed, abundance upright, and energy reversed. To be honest with you, we know that you have not met this person, whoever they are to you, you have not met them. We know that they are someone that is hard to miss. We know that they are someone who you are not closely associated to, but whose energy you've picked up on. We know that your energy has been, or you've been putting their energy onto people in your life and kind of thinking that that's them. And I think with energy reversed, we need to stop doing that first of all. We need to appreciate that what is meant for us cannot miss us, and that searching and scouring in such a way is actually limiting options for this person to come in, because we're projecting so much of the outcome onto our reality when this is really an experience we haven't experienced yet. It's kind of like watching Saw, the movie, and then going to the next Disney movie and pretending like you know the ending. It's like those are two different movies, two different contexts, two different peoples, but you have picked up on their energy. So your advice is to stay open to what that energy is, because it is coming in to your life and it is very much an energy that you deserve. It's an abundant energy. It's not an energy that takes. This is not a person that just takes and takes. This is the kind of energy that comes into your life when you have room for it naturally. So one of your advices is to focus on your emotional abundance, not just your material abundance, but creating meaningful space in your life for meaningful connections, and then reassessing, your other relationships and going, do I need to invest that much into this relationship? Do I need to give so much value to this person who doesn't give so much back? Creating meaningful space in your life for meaningful connections. With success reversed, I do think that that has a lot to do with what you're projecting onto the relationships in your life. Trying to be more realistic about who is here and who isn't, about what you're feeling versus what you're seeing, and staying receptive to reality, allowing your reality to shift and change, allowing your perception to shift and change, but staying open and receptive to what is unfolding in front of you, not trying to over romanticize it, not trying to constantly predict it or kind of project it. I feel with success reversed and that fiery energy that a relationship in your life needs to change in order for this one to come in, or vice versa. Maybe a relationship in their life needs to change in order for them to come into your life, your world. I do believe that the two of you are going to feel an attraction towards each other. I think that in the context of your relationship, it's going to be varied, obviously, and that for some of you, this person cannot be very affectionate towards you when they first meet you, but it's very clear based on your reading that the two of you are going to have a lot of love for each other. You're going to have this happy ending future together where you have so much empathy and a deep understanding for one another, a deep friendship with one another, and there's going to be a strong feeling of like, I need to look after this person because they're a part of me, they're a part of my why I love and how I love. So that's really beautiful, and I believe that when it comes to this relationship, it's something that will take work, and it's something that may shift and change in varying degrees, in terms of you start off in such a formal way and then it kind of shifts into more of like a partnership, a friendship, and then it may shift again into romance for those who are asking about a romantic person. It feels like it's the kind of relationship that takes work, but it's obvious who this person will be because they're willing to do the work with you. They're communicative. That's something I didn't talk about. This person is communicative. They're not just going to ghost you. They're going to be a strong part of your life when they come in. So That is what I'm seeing for you, group 1, when it comes to have you met this person. We covered a lot in your reading. I hope this was a helpful reading for you, group 1. I hope it answered your questions and confirmed what you may already know. Remember, it is a general reading, so at the end of the day, if you heard or saw something that you did not like or that did not resonate, you do not have to force it to fit. Take what resonates, do not let the rest take from you, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye! Hi group 2 and welcome to your reading. We're asking Spirit today, have you met this person yet? So it's very important before you get to this part of your reading that you have a specific type of person in mind, whether that's a romantic partner, a friend, a new business partner. We're going to basically leave this reading open to all types of different sort of contexts. And you just need to figure out what kind of person it is that you want to ask about. So using a few different tarot decks and an oracle deck as well, let's figure out if you've met this person yet, group 2. Has group 2 met this person yet, please, Spirit? Has group 2 met this person yet? Ooh, wow. Okay, we take it. Your cards just flew out. Your cards literally just flew out everywhere. We have the Empress here. We also have the Universe in this deck. That is the World card. We also have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. I should say position. My accents, if you've been following me for a while, you already know my accents are all over the place. We also have the Princess of Cups reversed and the Knight of Swords showing up in the upright position for y'all. So have a look at that. Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups reversed, with that Knight of Swords upright. Those are the last two cards I'm going to show y'all. So, have you met this person yet? Honestly, I'm saying yes. But I feel like the circumstances in which the two of you can fully grow and embrace the potential of your connection has not been achieved yet. I feel like you are in a very long cycle with this person. With the Universe here, this is someone who you're intended to experience a lot of growth because of and possibly with. This is the kind of connection that would influence your development by showing you challenges and kind of pushing you through the ringer a little bit. That Universe card is talking about karma and Saturn's ability to offer us rewards in a long-term nature by first making us have a look at, you know, what we need to do to get there and putting in long-term plans in order to get there as well. So I feel like group 2, you know this person, you've met them, they're a part of your life. It hasn't been easy having them in your life. I feel like they've already sort of teach you things and you've had to teach them things, either directly or indirectly. Your presence in each other's lives, Kirkus, I'm filming. Your presence in each other's lives has definitely impacted one another. And with the Empress here, this connection is destined to help each of you grow. The goal here is to be abundant, is to be fertile, is to have opportunity, is to feel like you have a lot of growth, basically, whether that's even through parenthood for some of you. The Empress could be talking about the birth of a child, for example. It just feels like group 2, with the Hanged Man reversed after these two impressive cards. Like, have a look at what I'm looking at down here. With the Hanged Man reversed after those two impressive cards, it feels like you just haven't fully tapped into everything with this person, your full potential with them. I believe with that Hanged Man reversed, this is somebody who is definitely hard to miss. They stand out. Their influence in your life, their impact, their presence has definitely been obvious. They're not an easy person to miss, and maybe a lot of you came to this reading simply for confirmation. This feels like an almost karmic connection, not in a volatile, harsh, painful way necessarily, but in the sense that the two of you help each other clear a lot of karma in your lifetime. The two of you really help each other achieve a lot in each other's lifetime, either directly or indirectly, because for some of you this is a kind of spiritual connection where your impact in each other's lives can occur at a distance without being in contact while in separation. Whereas for others of you, I believe that some of you are intended to create something with this person in this lifetime, and that could even be a child. Now, that Knight of Swords upright with the Princess of Cups reversed, it tells me that this person's impact in your life was either very sudden or hasty. I feel like meeting this person was like a rush of energy, a rush, it kind of just, like, this card is Lord of the Winds and Breeze, so it just feels like they come in with like a gust of wind almost. I feel like, have you met this person yet? Yes, but maybe it was the kind of meeting that either you weren't expecting or you weren't expecting it to kind of come in that way, and it makes you wonder, is this that person? So I'm seeing that it is, but I am also seeing indication that your relationship is not exactly where it can be. And that it has a lot of untapped potential. This Page of Cups is also confirming that. It feels like, what's your bottom deck energy? The High Priestess reverse. First of all, you definitely already know this person, but I do believe that you've misconstrued their potential and potentially their impact in your life. I feel like this is the kind of person who, they are a part of a bigger plan in your life. They're not supposed to be the only thing you've got going. They're not supposed to be the only thing that you have for yourself, and vice versa. You're not supposed to be the only thing that they have for themselves. The two of you are destined to create something in this lifetime, and it feels like you almost inspire each other. But I also believe that there is more to be had outside of this connection, and there is more to be had within this connection. A lot of untapped potential here. So I kind of want to keep moving forward, and I want to ask more questions from Spirit. So I'm going to switch decks. I've got 3 tarot decks here to choose from, but I'm just going to jump over to the Family Heirloom tarot deck next. Spirit, for group 2, what else can you tell them about this person? So they've met them. What else can you tell us about why they met this person? It's an interesting energy. We have the Judgment card reversed and the High Priestess upright. We've also got for you, group number 2, the Two of Woks and the Eight of Chopsticks reversed. So have a look at these cards real quick, and then let's talk about the energies, shall we? Let me grab my Amazonite for this one. Honestly, why did you meet this person? This person has a strong connection to your past, to who you were before you maybe started awakening spiritually. This person has a huge impact on your spiritual journey as an individual, whether you choose to accompany that journey with spirituality in terms of religion, or whether you're simply an individual trying to figure out how you fit into this world and this cosmos. I feel like this person had a huge connection on you awakening and reconciling some issues from your past in terms of your childhood, your previous relationships, but I also do see them having a foot in your future. I just think that at this stage with the High Priestess, it's very undetermined. For some of you, you are in separation from this person and you're unsure of whether you want to pursue anything serious or high stakes with them, is what I would say, because it feels like you've got a lot of history with this person, group 2. And I want to say that they do have a future with you, but it's very much up to the two of you in terms of what kind of future that is. It's literally unwritten at this stage. So with the Two of Woks reversed and the Eight of Chopsticks reversed, I do see inspiration here. I also see indecision, stagnation, delay, frustration, fixation, and obsession. I feel that for as long as the two of you lose sight of your inspiration that you gain from each other, the more stagnant you become as individuals. I also see here with the Two of Woks reversed that it kind of feels like you met this person to help you figure out who you are in a weird way, kind of like help you figure out an idea or something that you wanted to do, something that you wanted to become, something you wanted to pursue, maybe with that Two of Wands reversed. It kind of feels like this person's presence in your life helps you feel more certain of who you are and your decision-making abilities, whether that's simply from a confidence level or whether their mind and likeness towards you helps you feel more confident in acting. It's almost like until somebody else validates how you think and how you feel, you didn't feel confident in acting in that way. I also see with that Eight of Chopsticks reverse that this person was intended to create delays and setbacks to help you determine what matters more to you or most to you. It almost feels like their presence was here to kind of stir the pot a little bit and to make you kind of feel unearthed in a way where you're kind of like, well, why do I feel frustrated? You almost felt maybe triggered by this person at times, and frustrated by their energy, potentially sexually frustrated for some of you. But I feel like the whole goal of them coming into your life was never truly about them. It almost feels like this person was a catalyst primarily into you asking more big questions about who you are, why you're here, what matters to you, what do you want to pursue, what is meaningful, what, you know, all these spiritual questions, all these existential questions. And then once you go through all of that, you have the potential in the future to figure out whether you want something with them. So Spirit, based on their current energy, what is the future of this connection? We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Based on their current energy, what is the future of this connection, Spirit? Okay. We have the Two of Ingots in the reverse position. What is the future of this connection based on their current energy? The Seven of Chopsticks. If it will focus. What is the future of this connection, please, Spirit? For Groupus Tupus. And we also have the Five of Ingots. So I'm not going to lie, this person has a profound impact on who you are, your success, and how you identify yourself as an individual. I feel like you are intended to create something in this life. I feel like for many of you that is a child, for others of you that is a career path, and for all of you that is a sense of purpose and resilience towards the challenges you face on your path to success/purpose. I feel like the future of this connection is that, to be honest, it's going to take a lot of work. Somebody feels like they have to really fight, and they feel like they're up against a lot of odds, and they feel like they're almost an underdog, and it's very exhausting, and they're not getting enough from the other person. So I do see most of you pulling away. I see most of you pumping the brakes and realizing that there are other aspects of your journey that you want to focus your time and energy towards. I see most of you feeling there's inconsistent results when it comes to how much people are giving into this connection, yourself included. At times you feel fully invested. At other times you feel like this isn't worth your effort and your energy. And this person's effort and energy is also reflecting a similar situation. I honestly see you trying to kind of put the pieces together with this person, or trying to leave on amicable terms. But I believe that this person is much more of like a catalyst in your life who has a profound impact. But the future of what the two of you decide to do is going to take a lot of work if it is involving you staying together or being together in some way. I think that there is a lot that's up in the air based on your current energy. There's a lot of chaos that needs to be consolidated. There is a lot of destruction, to be honest with you, that needs to be repaired. And there is also a feeling of inconsistent intentions. Someone's mind is constantly wavering, going, should I, shouldn't I, yes or no, this person, that person. And for others of you, it's a question of, is this the long-term investment I want to give my energy towards? So there is a lot of mixed energy here, and based on your current energy with this person, there is a massive squiggle of a chaotic outcome here in terms of the future of this connection. It's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and I feel that most of you, until you are given clear, consistent information from this person, most of you are sitting on the fence, and most of you are going to bow out and go back to your side. That's what I'm picking up on currently, because it's just a really messy feeling at the moment. So I want to ask more about, we asked why you met this person. We asked, have you met them? We asked for the future of this connection. Let's ask about what you create together now. What does group 2 create with this person, Spirit, in this lifetime? We're being shown the 4 of chopsticks here. I feel like the 2 of you could have a very strong business relationship. You seem to be able to understand each other's energy. We have the 5 of ingots. That card coming out again. We had 2 cards fall on the ground, Spirit. Oh, there it is. Let me fix my microphone. We have the Tower again. The Tower was your bottom deck energy for the last question I asked, and now it's here in the upright. And we have the Page of Teacups reversed. So I'll be honest with you, if you're asking about your next friend or your next lover or your next partner or your whatever you asked, my sweet group 2s, this person has the ability to kind of make you feel very accepted, because they seem to really understand your energy, but they also have the ability to make you feel very rejected when they're not able to give you the effort, the energy, and the attention that you want from them. It feels very unstable. And I see here that what you create with this person is a sense of connection that could be transmuted towards some sort of working relationship where the 2 of you may work really well together in creating something creative, is what I would say with the 4 of chopsticks. I do see houses for some of you, like going into partnership in terms of like buying a house together and maybe flipping it, and getting rid of that house is a sign of you kind of getting rid of the relationship as well, because it feels like this person has a way of making you feel confident in what you're able to create for yourself, while also making you feel very insecure in terms of your partnerships and your connection and where you stand with them in a more personal way. They make you feel confident in terms of what you can do and what you're able to achieve, but in terms of like maybe what they feel for you or where they stand with you, you kind of feel like you're constantly having to juggle their emotions and the energy in this connection in order to stay here and stay present. I feel like this person creates a lot of insecurity, and it could be a more physical insecurity in terms of your finances, but I also see that they are intended to kind of shift your perception from these illusionary or these unstable fixations to reveal to you where your attachment should truly lie in terms of your emotional attachment. And I see many of you are going to end up feeling like this was a very difficult way of learning a hard lesson. The person that you're inquiring about, you may have had a very specific person on your mind. They are not the be-all end-all in terms of your forever partner, your forever friend, your forever business partner, your forever best friend. It feels like the circumstances of your relationship are very destructive, while also being very instructive towards you creating a better version of yourself, a more fertile version of yourself. So what else can we ask, Spirit, at this point in time? I guess we should just ask straight for advice, Sweet Pea. Let's get advice for group number 2, please, Spirit. What is the advice for group 2 when it comes to this connection, Spirit? What is the advice for group 2? We have luck in the reverse position, which is also the lime card in this deck. It's connected to the water element, the number 31, and we also have Capricorn on here. What else can you tell them, Spirit? What is the advice for group 2? What is the advice for group 2, please, Spirit? Oh, hello. It's fallen on the ground. We have Passion, the Beetroot card in this deck, which is also connected to the earth element. We have Leo and the number 7 there as well, group 2. So I think I'm going to roll with this, and if I need more advice, I'll ask. At the back of the deck, you do have the nasturtium card, which is also victory, Aries, and the number 44. This card is also reverse sweet pea. So listen, you definitely have messages in other groups. If you're here asking about lifelong partners, lifelong lovers, lifelong friendships, you definitely have messages in other groups, group 2. But I just want to say, when it comes to your advice, sweets, the main message that I'm getting with all of these, look at this, all of these reversals, is that this person is not the be-all end-all for you. They are not the one who is supposed to tick all the boxes in your life. They are not the one who you are supposed to end up with forever for whatever reason. They are not the one who you should contribute or credit all of your success, all of your passion, and all of your good luck to. They are an inspiration. They are a catalyst. They are not a bad person, but they are also not entirely compatible with you and your energy. They are someone who is a fire starter in your life, who triggers a lot of karmic wounds, maybe even trauma, feelings of insecurity, and feelings of jealousy and frustration as well for some of you. You feel like you can never quite get what you want from this person, and that's why it may be very hard to let them go. I see that this person is going to have a part of your future, but it's up to you to decide how much of your future they have. They are someone who you are meant to uproot from your life at a time that you feel is best, in order for you to start focusing more on yourself with this passion card. You'll start to notice your life growing more when you're away from them than when you're with them. You'll start to notice your luck improving more when you focus less on them and more on your own emotional well-being. You'll notice your luck changing when you allow your emotional self to be more open towards other long-term commitments and opportunities. When you start committing yourself towards long-term commitments and opportunities without wondering and factoring in whether this is going to work for them as well. I see you growing more and expanding more by creating opportunities for yourself, experiencing more victory in new endeavors, new connections, and new outcomes. But this person is a pivotal part of your catalyst journey in terms of you getting back that spark and feeling that sense of connection and realizing that you have potential and finding your creative flair and fostering that singularly, not with them, if that makes sense. So group 2, that is what I'm seeing for you, and that is the reading that I have for you today. It was not the reading I planned for, absolutely not, and the messages were very difficult to deliver. I can appreciate that they are also triggering, so by all means, take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. I firmly believe, group 2, that you have a message in another group, which is why I did 4 groups, so that you could have flexibility and multiple groups to choose from. If you so wish, I recommend going back to the pick a group portion and selecting another group that resonates strongly with you. I want to thank you for all of your time and your energy, group 2. I really appreciate you for being here. I hope this reading found you at the right time, and I hope to connect with you again very soon. Bye. Hi group 3, and welcome to your reading with me today. We're asking Spirit, have you met them yet? It's going to be a pretty juicy reading. I've already filmed, obviously, group 1 and group 2. A lot of information came through group 3. I was shooketh in terms of, was not expecting some of the messages that came through. My goal is to give you as many honest, clear messages as possible. I hope you have that person in mind, or the idea of them in mind. Let's figure out if you've met them yet. Group number 3, please, Spirit. Has group number 3 met this person yet? Has group number 3 met their person yet? Okay, I got 2 cards. We have the Death card reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. Excuse me, let me just straighten them up. Have a look at that. Death card reversed, Knight of Wands reversed as your first cards. I might get 2 more. Has group 3 met this person yet, please, Spirit? Has group 3, my lord. We have the Queen of Swords coming out as your next card, strong Libra energy. Has group 3 met their person yet, Spirit? 2 more cards. We've got the 4 of Wands reversed. And we also have the 3 of Wands reversed. Sweets, I'm getting a very specific message for you, okay? Very specific message. I don't know if it's going to resonate with everyone who picked this group, especially if you just stumbled upon this reading, but I sincerely hope you picked the right group because it's a very specific message. Bottom deck energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, Sweets, you've met someone very similar to the person that you're inquiring about. Very, very similar. And it feels like this other person is not the one that you have asked about, but they are like the placeholder. And that sounds so weird to say out loud. I'm not entirely comfortable with that terminology, but it just feels like you've got someone in your life who is acting like this person that you're asking about, but they are not that person. Whether you're inquiring about a lover, a friend, business partner, whatever the heck in between, I believe that there is someone from your past whose inconsistent, fiery, passionate, attractive energy is holding you back from finding this right person who you're asking about. I also believe that for some of you, it may take you a long time to figure that out and to fully let go of this person from your past in order for you to fully find and connect with the one that you're inquiring about. I think that at the end of the day, you're going to have multiple people, myself included, telling you that this person isn't right for you. And a lot of you are going to really struggle to let go until your own mind is made up, like this Queen of Swords, until you believe it and until you see it with your own eyes and until you have that information within your grasp, you're not going to be able to let go. I believe that some of you may have this other person, the right one, the one who you are inquiring about, in your area, like in your energy, and you're just very much attached to the other person instead, and your attachment to the other person is stopping you from being able to connect with the one that you're asking about. I believe that you may have to create a lot of changes in your life in order to really come into connection with the person you're asking about. You may need to move home, for example. You may need to move away from the place that you're most comfortable in. For some of you, a place you were born into, a place that you've spent many years living in order to meet this person, in order to find them. You'll meet them in an unexpected place, but as well as that, you'll meet them at a time where your life feels more settled. So I do think that this person is on the horizon for you, and there's going to be a sense of familiarity with them, but I don't believe that you've met them yet. And I do believe that there is somebody else in your life right now who is tying you down and keeping you back from meeting this person. I want to ask some follow-up questions about the person in your life right now, Spirit. Can we clarify information about this person? So they're a smooth talker for some of you. They've got a very silver tongue, which means they know what to say and how to say it. They're a bit of a shapeshifter with this magician energy. That kind of means to me that they are very good at saying what they need to and acting how they need to in order to get what they want. What else can you tell group 3 about this person that's already in their lives? The one that's acting as a placeholder, Spirit? This person has spent a lot of time working on getting you to believe them. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, very infertile. I would say that this person has caused friction between you and your family. They may have created issues between you and your long-term goals. If you've had, you know, aspirations that you've been working on, it's going to become increasingly obvious that this person is not intended to be a part of your future, because they either create blockages, or being around them means you have to sacrifice those long-term goals, aspirations. And for a lot of you, this is also including your family. It's talking about you sacrificing your connection to family and your connection to who you are in terms of your values. You may be with this person for a very long time, just for some of you, and just experience very little change until you leave them. Is there anything else? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Six of Cups. There is a comfortability with this person. For some of you, they are someone who you connect to in terms of your childhood. You have similar interests, they kind of simulate the feeling of a soulmate. It's very easy with them. There's someone who feels very comfortable for you. But that's kind of what I'm picking up on, is just comfort. I'm not really seeing huge sparks. I'm just seeing complacency, and I'm seeing that this is going to be uprooted. I also believe that for some of you, this reading may have found you at not the right time, and it's going to be very difficult for you to uproot your life with this person. But I do see infertility. I see sterile energy here in terms of things just aren't going to grow well with them. I also believe with that Seven of Pentacles reverse that this is someone who, it's either they, hang on a second, they don't want you to change. I was hearing it's either they don't change or you don't change, but they don't want you to change, group 3. So watch what happens when you start focusing more on yourself. Watch what happens when you start focusing more on your goals, your career, your financial success, wanting to start a family. They're not going to want that, because they don't want you to change. They may have used, for some of you, family to keep you stuck though. I'm only highlighting that if it applies. It's a very small 5% of you. Children may have been used to get you to stay. But it just feels like things just don't grow with this person. So let's talk about this, the one that you're inquiring about then, the person you've asked about when you came to this reading. Group 3, please, Spirit. How will they recognize that person when they meet that person that they're asking about? Whoops. How will they meet that person? Or how will they recognize that person? We'll ask how you meet them next. How will they recognize them? Okay, we'll just take those cards. Ten of Cups is at the back of the deck. So I'm seeing that this is someone who will genuinely make you very, very happy. They'll be invested in your emotional future. They'll be invested in your happy ending. There's somebody that wants to have kids. They want to have a happy family. They're very emotional and expressive about their emotions. I'm also seeing that they make decisions based on how they feel, and they don't not discuss their feelings. They're very open about how they feel. I feel like this person moves quite quickly with you once they know how you feel and how they feel about you. I feel like, how will you recognize this person? First of all, this person isn't a materially based person. They don't really care about their appearance or your appearance. This is someone who is actually just trying to live an almost minimalist lifestyle with the Four of Pentacles reversed. They're not overly attached to how they look. They're not overly attached to their career, to their job. It doesn't mean that they're financially unstable, but it's like they don't worry about finances. I also see with the Two of Wands reversed that this is somebody who is very different from your usual type. This is somebody who you're not planning to see or meet. They just kind of pop up. I also feel like things do move quickly with them, but I want to say that it's more because there's certainty. There's certainty over how they feel, over how you feel. So while on a chronological scale, it might be fast to some people, for the two of you being so sure and certain, it's not fast at all. I'm also seeing the Five of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles upright. So let me show you those real quick, and I'll put them down so I can talk about them. Five of Cups reversed. Three of Pentacles upright. So how will you recognize them? This person works well in a group setting. In fact, you may meet them through family, friends, or your workplace. They have a tangible connection. I feel like they work well with other people. The two of you may collaborate in a business setting, but I also believe that this person is just a team player, and that's something that the current person in your life isn't. That's the kind of person that when you're with them, it's a very isolated feeling. It has to be you and them. Whereas this is the kind of person that wants to have people around. They want you to be able to showcase your connection as well. This is how the two of you kind of grow as individuals, whether we're talking about a relationship, a friendship, or a business relationship. I feel like this person is big on networking. I also see that they are an optimist. They don't dwell on negativity. They don't just kind of fester on their disappointments, but they're not blind towards their disappointments either. For the Five of Cups to come out full stop, this person learns from their mistakes. They embrace their mistakes. They take time to process their emotional changes, and they take time to learn from the difficult periods in their life and in their experiences. This is somebody who is open to moving forward collaboratively, in the sense of like there's a flexible energy about this person. They're not stuck in their ways, for example. They're not overly stubborn when it comes to their ideas or how they live their lifestyle. This is someone who's pretty open to learning about new things. I do believe they're a little bit different from you, and yet there is a sense of the two of you clicking because of a shared interest with the Two of Wands reversed. I do think that this opportunity is one that you're not prepared for in terms of meeting them. You're not necessarily going to look at them and go, you're that person I got that reading on. But I do also think that their energy, their intentions are going to be made so obvious towards you from the beginning that it's going to be obvious that they are that person. It's not like a sixth sense that you're going, oh, this is you. It's like a 3D materialization of them telling you, this is what I want to do for you. And you going, wow, they're ticking those boxes that I asked about in that tarot reading. So let's switch decks and ask how you will meet this person. I have a feeling it has to do with family, friends, or workplace, but I'm going to have a look at what the second deck can tell us. How does group 3 meet this person, Spirit? Wow. Yeah. For some of you, you may get poached. Like you may get poached from another circumstance. This person sees you and they see your potential and they want you. First card that came out for you is the King of Ingots, which is the King of Pentacles in this deck. We also had the Two of Woks and the High Priestess reversed come out for you. The other cards I have for you are the Page of Ingots reversed and the Hierophant reversed. So I want to say that the two of you don't meet in a traditional setting. It's not like you're looking for each other. This person feels like you just fall into their lap. They feel like they almost have to poach you from another opportunity, another company, another relationship for some of you, because you were showing up as someone who was married when I first did your reading, or someone who was taken. And I feel like this person sees your potential. They don't know whether you would go for it, but they're wanting to kind of pitch their idea to you. I believe there is a quiet patience about this person because they're not so materially motivated. When they recognize a good thing based on a person's purpose, potential, or their values, they can't let it slide. This person feels like they need to kind of pursue something with you. So they have an unorthodox way of approaching you. For many of you, it feels secretive, like they have to kind of like go through the back door. That sounds a bit gross. But they have to kind of go around, dance around, like this Page of Ingots with the Hierophant. They have to dance around something else in order to get to you. For some of you, it's in a situation that you may feel slightly uncomfortable with at first, but then with the Four of Woks reversed, you realize the opportunity that this person is presenting you. It feels like they're waking you up from a deep slumber. This is your bottom deck energy, and they're kind of giving you this opportunity opportunity to pursue passion in life again with that King of Chopsticks, and to finally be able to move forward and expand your world in the way that you've wanted to. With that Three of Wands, it's a difficult decision and it involves you having to leave something behind, but I do see you doing it ultimately. I also believe that it takes you a little while to think about what you should do. You spend some careful time deciding, and you try to come to a logical understanding of, well, logically, if I keep doing this like this, I'm not going to get anywhere. Logically, this person is giving me a great opportunity, so I should take it. It's a very logical decision with that Two of Wands. You take time to come to a logical decision, and you are showing up as the Queen of Swords, so I'm not surprised. You may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you may have strong air placements in those key sort of structured and more disciplinary areas of your chart. I want to say with the High Priestess here reversed, there is an element of this person coming in that you are really not expecting. Like, you're just living your best life and this person seems to slide through and sort of instigate this change. Because of that, they have an unsettling energy about them at first. It's almost like they come in to cause trouble is what you feel. But I want to say it's just because they're not what you're predicting. They're not what you're expecting. And the nature of what they're proposing is very much against the grain with this Hierophant here reversed. It's like not typical, not traditional, unorthodox, very almost non-societal. Like, you're a bit concerned about what other people are going to think about your decision to go with this person. So we're going to move forward, group 3, and we're going to ask for advice for you now, because I feel more than... Well, I can't even say that. All of these groups have been so different to what I was expecting, but you definitely need advice because it's not what I was expecting. Group 3, what is the advice for them? And this person, Spirit, meeting this person. What is the advice? First card I have for you is Divination, the Chives card, which is also associated with fire, Scorpio, and the number 14. Have a look there. Chives and Divination. I'm a bit shaky because I'm really hunched forward. This is me sitting upright. And this is how I'm sitting for your reading. So I'm shaky. Group 3, please, Spirit. What is the advice for group 3? What is the advice for group 3? I'm going to shuffle those back in. Look at all this. This is way too much. What is the advice for group 3? None of them flipped over either. Oh, here we go. Memory by Rosemary. Well, like Rosemary is the person that made the card. Memory and Rosemary, which is also associated with 16, Leo, and the fire element. Have a look at that book of spells up there. Isn't that lovely? Do any of you guys have a book of spells? Let me know. I've always been tempted to create one, but I don't really make spells. I just make potions. Group 3, please, Spirit. What other information can you offer them in terms of advice about their connection with this future person? Should we ask about your past person too? Future person and then past person, please, Spirit. They're giving me all these cards, but none of them are flipping over. Excuse me, I've got to take this for you. 7 of Pentacles. I think we should slow down. It's from a deck I wasn't going to use, my own channeled messages oracle deck, but I think we're going to take it. Can we ask for advice about group 3's current / past person and situation? What advice do you have for them there, Spirit? Oh, wow. You're not going to believe what they're showing me. First of all, they're showing me the 7 of Pentacles again in the reverse position. And then we also have the Page of Ingots over here. The Page of Wands in the upright position as advice for your past person. Holy heck. 5 of Cups, Teacups in this deck reversed, and the 6 of Ingots in the upright. So I'm hearing that for many of you, when it comes to dealing with this past person, it's very important that you repay whatever debt or whatever physical, materialistic thing you feel you owe to them, so that when the time comes to move forward, you can do so without feeling as though there are strings attached or a sense of guilt. You can do it in a feeling of like, I'm giving myself a clean break. I feel like there's a material side of this past person or current person that you have to pay off in order to move forward, to make sure that you're doing so without feeling like you're emotionally connected to them as you move forward. I also see the Spirit saying there's no point crying over spilt milk with that 5 of Teacups reversed. What's happened in your past or present is happening to prepare you for something transformative. Now, when I use the word transformative, it doesn't always have to be catastrophic and dangerous or incredibly, profound. It can be a simple process of transitioning from one space to the next, or from one attachment to the other, in a very minimalistic way. For example, maybe, tomorrow I decide I don't like these earrings anymore. I'm going to give them to somebody else who likes them more, and I'm going to wear a different pair. That is a transformative process. I do believe that part of your transformative process with this situation, with this past person, includes you balancing out your material world, feeling more secure, potentially repaying debts or taking back what is owed of you in order to move forward. Spirit is saying you're going to hit a breaking point with this person where you're going to realize things just aren't growing anymore, and you are personally going to be asking yourself, is the grass greener on the other side? Looking over the fence and eyeing off other opportunities. I see you getting curious about what else is out there, and I see you uprooting the connection. This is not so much advice as it is foreshadowing of what is to come, to help you understand and prepare and to know your options. I do believe this person's energy, or this whatever you're dealing with now, is going to eventually just plateau. And it's not that it's going to get worse, but it's not going to get better either. It's going to be very obvious that it's time to uproot and it's time to move forward into a new direction that is more exciting. I feel like divination came out for you first when it comes to this new person, because they are someone that you are not expecting or predicting at this point in time. This person is associated with Scorpio on this card and the number 14, which tells me that they do help you reconcile areas of your life while also offering you a space to transform areas of your life. I feel like you're going to have more creative freedom in this capacity, more opportunity to kind of explore aspects of who you are and potentially travel more, is what it feels like. This person is linked to travel in some way, the person you're asking about, this new person that you haven't met yet. And I do believe that all this fiery energy and the card memory here as advice is really encouraging you to create space for this new connection and what it offers you by kind of solidifying that connection with self. And I know that sounds like a tired and tested sort of message, saying focus on yourself, focus on yourself. So I want to finesse it, and I want to say specifically with that card group 3, focus on how you create yourself, how you present yourself, how you express yourself in order to create room for this person. As you more authentically show up as yourself in any given situation, whether that's your workplace, your social, extracurricular activities, when you go to the gym, when you go to the supermarket, you're going to start to not only attract the right people, but detach from the wrong people. I feel like time needs to be spent right now on looking, feeling, and breathing like you are and who you are. And some of that involves changing your hair color, maybe experimenting with your look and just embodying who you are on a physical level with who you feel internally. There's going to be a lot of shifts because of that. And a lot of this involves you detaching from some things from your past and reconciling with them being memories rather than present figures. Last bit of advice for you is that 7 of Pentacles. when it comes to the person that's coming into your life, I do see growth, I see longevity, I see the opportunity to create something meaningful over a long period of time. But I also see the need to be patient with the results and the need to look at it as a long-term investment and as something that grows depending on how much you put in. So sow the seeds that you want is your overall advice. You don't have to do anything. Readings and tarot can only ever offer you information based on your current energy. So my closing advice for you, group 3, is that you do have an imposter in your energy who is very close to the person that you're asking about, but they will not help you grow the way that you want to. There is infertility in your connection with them. And I think that at the end of the day, this advice for you, the closing advice I have for you, is sow the seeds you want to sow. And once you really embody this direction of you and being you, you are going to unexpectedly attract somebody who recognizes your potential, who sees exactly what it is that you bring to the table, and who desperately wants some of that in their life. And they are going to really approach you with very clear, honest intentions about wanting exactly that. And that's how you're going to recognize them. So group 3, that is the message that I have for you. A very specific, odd message. So if you felt that anything did not resonate, you do not have to force it to fit. It is a general reading. Take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. You may have messages in more than one group. Other than that, thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your support, and I shall connect with you in another video. Bye! Hi group 4, and welcome to your reading. We're going to be asking Spirit today, have you met them? Now today's reading, it is very important that you come to your group with a clear person or an idea of the person you are trying to meet in your mind. If you skip the intro, I do recommend that you just go back and listen to what I encourage you to do before you select a group. This reading is intended for people who are seeking romantic connections, platonic connections, business connections. We're simply going to be asking Spirit, have you met them yet? So group 4, let's get into it and let's see if you've met your person yet. Group 4, please, Spirit, tune me into group 4's energy. Group 4 on YouTube. Has group 4 met their person yet, Spirit? Has group 4 met their person yet? Has group 4 met their person yet, Spirit? Group 4. Oh. Okay, so yes. Your answer is yes. This is interesting. So where do I start? Let's start with the first card that came out for you. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position, which was closely followed by the 9 of Cups coming out upright as well. Those 2 cards are telling me that if you're in separation from this person, union is very, very close. This is someone who makes you very happy, you make them very happy. The idea of the 2 of you meeting was not accidental, but it may have felt very coincidental in the sense that maybe it was very much serendipitous or perchance, or kind of like the odds were just kind of aligning and in your favor at the time. I feel like those who are in separation are not going to be in separation for much longer, but yes, you have met the person that you are inquiring about. Now, the next couple of cards I have for you are the 10 of Wands, Princess of Wands, and the Universe. So let me show them to you in the best way possible. Ow. You can see Kirkus down here demanding attention. We have these 2 first, the 10 of Wands reversed, the Princess of Wands upright. We also had that Universe card, which were coming out in a trio, and they want me to show it to you in a trio as well. So Spirit is saying with these 3 cards that meeting this person was very much intended to be kind of confirmation. I feel like this person in your connection with them isn't supposed to be as difficult as maybe previous connections have been, or even it has been in the past. I feel like this person is someone who is supposed to inspire you, is supposed to make you feel very passionate, supported in a way. They're not supposed to feel like you are not able to achieve the things that you put your mind to. Kirkus. And you are supposed to feel like this person is a part of your life for the reason that they say they're there for. So if this is a romantic partner, there should not be any questions about loyalty and support. If this is a business partner, there should not be any questions about loyalty and support. This person with the universe there is a very loyal, ride or die energy that I'm picking up on. Someone that helps you overcome the burdens and the challenges and the little hiccups that you encounter along the road, especially with the devil reversed being your bottom deck energy. It feels like many of you may have just come to this reading for confirmation and you've probably gotten it. Now, the only other card I need to show you for this part of your reading is the Two of Swords, which is coming out reversed. And this Two of Swords is kind of sitting by itself. It says to me that you know who this person is and that they are a part of your life, but maybe you do question at times their ability to be there for you in the long term. I feel like this is about learning to trust the information that you know. I just realized how sweaty I am, excuse me. It's about trusting the information that you know, trusting yourself above all, and working on the relationship as well, communicating the things that you feel uncertain about and the things that you believe need to be addressed. I think that with the devil reversed here, this person may have a lot to do with helping you break out of unhelpful patterns of behavior and attachments that have been really kind of keeping you stuck in creating more long-term attachments. They may be able to help you kind of reorganize your way of creating so that you're not just fueling energy into an open source. It feels like before we were just shoveling things into an abyss, whereas this person helps us actually move mountains and create goals that are achievable. So I feel like this person has a lot to do with your success for the universe to be here. They have a lot to do with release with the Ten of Wands reversed and the Devil reversed. It feels like this person helps you release things and unburden yourself, maybe sharing the load of responsibility. But with that Page of Wands, I can't help but feel on top of them making you feel very happy, they also inspire you and help you kind of grow and feel passionate about certain aspects. The two of you may have a shared interest that helps you kind of solidify your connection, your relationship, and helps you feel more supported in certain aspects of who you are. Like this shared interest could really kind of help, like their interest being shared in something that you're interested in could help you become very successful in that path. So I do want to ask a little bit of a question as to why you came to this reading. If you know who this person is so surely, Spirit, why is group 4 here? Why are they questioning their connection to this person? The Six of Cups reversed. Why is group 4 questioning their connection to this person? We have the Hanged Man upright. This could be a spiritual connection. The Star. For a lot of you, I feel like this person, some of you are in separation or they've recently come back into your life. With the Six of Cups reverse, there is a genuine fondness. This is not the kind of person that you forget about easily. This is not the kind of person that just slips your mind, group 4. This is also not the kind of person that leaves forever. They come back to you, and they come back, you know, after a couple of months, after a couple of years. Oh my days, are you okay? You just fell over. My cat just fell over. Kirkus, you're okay, sweet boy. So I feel like maybe that has you questioning. For others of you who are not in union, I feel like you feel the fondness, you feel the affection, you feel the love, and you feel like you need to confirm what you're feeling. You want someone to tell you that. Now, I also believe that for many of you, this situation has forced you to kind of reevaluate your life, your circumstances, how you feel, what you desire, where you want to go, what you want to do, who you are. Maybe this connection to this person or seeking a connection with this person has forced you to kind of reevaluate yourself and look at things in a different perspective. Maybe there's been a lot of stillness in this connection recently as well, or in the past, and you're kind of wondering why you've met them and whether they're the one that you think they are. I think with the Hanged Man here, there's been a pause. There has been an opportunity here, although it may not have felt like an opportunity when it first happened. Maybe it was very frustrating. But there's been a pause of stillness and an opportunity to kind of slow things down and to reconsider how you feel. And I think that what you're realizing in this moment of stillness and potentially separation is that there is sort of a profound feeling of wanting to come back to each other, or wanting to go back to them, or feeling guided to make and take actions based on your feelings for them, or based on the influence that they've already had in your life with this Star card. Some of you are simply seeking guidance with this Star card. You're genuinely at a point where everything's still, and you've been consolidating your own feelings, your own thoughts, and you've just been seeking wisdom and guidance from the universe as well, looking for confirmation. And that's why I believe you're here as well. Now, I'm also being shown 3 other cards at the bottom of those beautiful 3 cards. We're being shown Fortitude, which in this beautiful deck is the Strength card. And that card has also come out with the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Cups in the reverse position, as you can see there. If I can just hold it long enough so that you can appreciate the symbolism on these cards. We have a bit of Venus, a bit of Scorpio. There's some energy on the 4 of Swords as well. The 4 of Swords features, actually it doesn't have any signs in this deck, my bad. So anyway, 7 of Cups reversed. Honestly, I feel that many of you came to this reading and were questioning your connection with this with this person, because there may be an opportunity coming up that requires a lot of courage within your individual self as well as towards the connection. I feel some of you need to move forward and push forward with that Fortitude card, harnessing strength and harnessing courage in order to kind of do something that maybe you've been thinking about doing for quite some time, whether it has to explicitly do with this person and your connection, or simply in inspiration of this person and your connection. I see movement after deep contemplation, and I see that it's requiring courage, and it requires a certain respect of what has happened in the past without letting the past hold you back as you step forward. I also sense with the 7 of Cups, you're needing to kind of consolidate your feelings and figure out how you feel about them and how you feel about the options you have and what it is that you want to do based on the options that you have. I'm seeing mixed emotions here with that 7 of Cups, but with that card reversed, you came to this reading hoping to feel more certain about your feelings, hoping to be more aware of your options, and hoping to feel more sure of what it is you want to do based on your feelings and your options. So what I want to ask next for you, group 4, I was about to say 3, is we're going to ask Spirit, okay, so how will you recognize this person? Because I sense a lot of confusion in your group. You may be dealing with multiple people for that 7 of Cups to come out, and you're looking for the one that's going to be most beneficial for the question that you're asking. You know they're already a part of your life, but let's clarify how you'll recognize them and exactly who they are to you right now. So using a separate tarot deck now, this one's going to bring some color into our life. How will group 4, or how can group 4 recognize this person, Spirit? How can group 4 recognize this person? I've got some cards here to show you. Back of the deck is Back of the deck is the Lovers card. Mind my face in the background. The camera's really wanting to focus on me, but look at that Lovers card energy. Okay. Oh, behind that was the Two of Wands again. How will I know? Whitney Houston. How will I know? We've got the Moon card coming out for you, Sweet Pea. We have the Five of Cups coming out for you in the reverse, Bless. We have the Knight of Ingots coming out with the Ace of Teacups. Knight of Ingots is reverse, excuse my shakes. I'm leaning so far forward right now. This is me sitting perfectly straight. And this is what I'm doing for your reading. So I'm shaking, like leaning forward. We also have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Ingots, both reverse, group 4. Have a look at that. So how are you supposed to recognize this person? First of all, damn, they are hard to miss, Sweet Pea. They are so hard to miss. With that Lovers card, this is somebody that has you feeling some type of way straight away. This is somebody that has similarities in their personality to you. I don't want to say that the two of you are identical, but they provoke awareness of self by being around you. Them being themselves makes you aware of who you are, because you do kind of mirror aspects of each other's personality. And I want to say conversation with them is very intriguing. It feels like the two of you are on the same page when it comes to ideas, and that you have really thought-provoking conversations. With that Two of Wands reverse, this is somebody that has you wanting to contemplate things and consider things before making big decisions about what they're kind of broaching or addressing. I feel like this is the kind of person who what they say to you really resonates, and it kind of makes you want to go away and just sort of think about it for a little bit. You know, you don't want to just kind of banter with this person. Conversation is very provoking, and it makes you kind of need to digest what it is that they say, or you may just have the tendency to really dwell on things that they say. I want to say with that Moon card and the Five of Teacups reverse, this is somebody who you may hold back when it comes to your feelings for them. There's a feeling here of feeling deeply for this person, but not wanting to jeopardize something. So you kind of hold back and you test the waters a little bit. I also feel like this person has a very obvious way of kind of commanding attention. It could be their eyes. I'm seeing like the Scorpio eyes. Not all Scorpios have it. Scorpio moons, usually their eyes are very intense. So I feel like this is someone who the way that they make you feel almost has to be a little bit kind of bridled. And I think with that Five of Teacups reversed, it's almost like this person helps you overcome another connection or another feeling of loss in your life. They come into your life after you've had to process an emotionally challenging or changing situation. You may have broken up with somebody or experienced the passing of a loved one at the time that they come into your life. And I feel like this person, it's kind of like maybe that's why your feelings need to be kind of suppressed or hidden. I feel like at this point in time, maybe most of you don't have the opportunity to openly discuss how much you feel for them or how much there is going on under the surface. With that Moon here, there's a feeling of secrecy and restraint. Now, with that Knight of Ingots reversed and the Ace of Teacups upright, how we recognize this person, they provoke and stir new feelings within you that you haven't felt in some time. And not only that, but there is an opportunity with them, which I feel is going to happen in the future, if it hasn't happened already, to share some of what you've been feeling, because this kind of feels like it's coming out after having to kind of suppress it and juggle it and manage it and be careful with it. We have the opportunity here with these three cards to let it out and to kind of blow off steam a little bit and not be so secretive and not be so careful. I think that this person encourages a lot of optimism within you, and that there is going to be an opportunity with them to be open and honest. With that Knight of Ingots reversed, it may have been a long time coming, or it may simply happen at a time that you're not prepared for, in the sense of you weren't planning for it. It just came upon you, and it was an opportunity for you to release some things that you needed to. I think that if you're a logical and practical person, this is feeling very counterintuitive for you, out of your comfort zone, not what you're used to. But when the opportunity presents, I feel like it's something just takes over you and makes you want to let it out. Now from that, I feel like this helps clear the air with this person, because I'm seeing that there's been a misunderstanding between the two of you that may have made someone feel like they were lied to, or it may have felt like somebody wasn't getting the full picture, or it may have felt like somebody was having to kind of sneak around and be very secretive, and now I feel like we're setting the record straight. However, that Eight of Ingots reversed is also kind of telling me that this is a connection that up until this moment, most of you in this group are here questioning, because things have not been going the best. Things have not been going according to plan, or things have not been progressing with the best quality of work. You don't feel very proud of how time has been invested, and maybe a lot of you are trying to figure out how to either work on the connection or find the one that you are asking about. So this is the person. We know that they're a part of your life, and I think that recognizing them is about recognizing where your connection with them is at right now. And at right now, I feel like you're at a pause. I feel like things are very still. I feel like there's a lot of misunderstandings potentially, because there hasn't been a lot of consistent communication. And I also think that somebody's actions have led the other person to believe something that isn't true. And I think that the record needs to be set straight, but I also believe that you'll recognize who this person is in your life, because with that Eight of Ingots reversed, this is somebody who you feel may be more invested in their work, their study, or their material position right now, whereas you're looking at this from a more emotional point of view. So I want to ask more questions. I'm going to shuffle that bottom deck Lover's energy back in. My Lord, they want me to pay attention to that Strength card again. It's coming out again. Something in the past here. Spirit, tell me about the Strength card. What's going on here? The Queen of Chopsticks. Manifesting. Some of you are manifesting this person back in, or this opportunity is being manifested. Like the two of you are manifesting each other. I think that with that Queen of Chopsticks here, it almost feels like group 2, excuse me, listen to me butchering your group again, group 4. I almost feel this powerful pull. And I feel like this high vibrational energy here of knowing your worth and just sticking to it and attracting it regardless of what it is, if that makes sense. And I feel like if you just keep that idea of who it is that you want in your life, then you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you realize it's somebody that you already know. It's somebody that you may have even given up on in many ways, and it's somebody who is familiar, comfortable, and yet evolving to fit with how you are evolving. And it's not because they need to sacrifice anything, it's because the two of you are on the same vibration. You're both growing, manifesting, and evolving in sync with each other. Is there anything else they need to know about this person, Spirit, to help confirm who it is? Okay, yeah. I think that some of you will end up having a child or creating something with this person. But I feel that at this moment in time, things have not been entirely fertile. I also believe that for some of you, this person already has a child. And that's another way to sort of narrow down who they are. But I firmly just stand by my original idea that this is a hard person to miss. With the Empress card and the Lovers card here, this is a hard person to miss. They stand out, group group 4. The way they make you feel stands out. The way they mirror your energy stands out. The way they know what's on your mind and offer you conversation that is provoking. It's not just to appease you. It's not just to, you know, inquire on your little thought path. I feel like this person creates new thought paths within your mind and provokes you to think differently, and then makes you want to reflect and consider why they provoked such thoughts and feelings. Very much sort of mind-boggling in a way. I also believe that Spirit's saying this is a connection that isn't easy. There's a reason you're here. You're confused. You're at a moment of stillness. You're trying to figure out, is this them? Is this not? I feel like this is a connection that requires constant reevaluation, constant rest, constant reassurance, because at this moment in time, you're at this fork in the road with that 9 of chopsticks, where things cannot continue as they have been because they have not been going well. So what can we do to reshape it and to almost transmute this energy without sacrificing everything we have by way of potential? I see a restructuring here. I see an opportunity to change the trajectory and to almost reestablish the relationship in a new way. I feel that most of you are in separation from this person or have created physical distance to be able to count your sort of pros and cons and truly measure out how you feel. I think the last thing you need to know is that separation with this person is temporary. I do see the two of you making each other happy and finding happiness singularly while also being a part of each other's lives. I feel like there is going to be an opportunity that may involve family or close friends, not like just acquaintances, to kind of bring the two of you together. And I think that is when this powerful conversation is going to be had. So let's get some closing advice for you, Groupus Forpus. What is the closing advice for group 4, please, Spirit? What is the closing advice for group 4? Oh. Oh. Okay. One more card, please, Spirit. What is the closing advice for group 4? Okay. Oh, wow. You're a big deal, group 4. You are a big deal. I would encourage you to have a look at my latest guidance reading that I put out earlier this week, because I think that you have powerful messages in that reading as well. You're an incredible soul, and you've put so much effort and energy into trying to figure this out. And I want to say that it is going to work. I think most of you have done a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of shadow work, healing, and just addressing triggers as they arise. I feel like the thing about this situation is that there is an unexpected element, and I feel like it's very difficult for me to gas you up entirely, because I sense skepticism, I sense caution, I sense carefulness, and I don't want you to be led on a path where you're once again feeling blindly optimistic. But I do want you to know that there is an opportunity here to heal and be happy, and this is the person that you are inquiring about. So let me show you the cards that I'm looking at. We have protection and healing coming out first. I'm not going to talk too much about these, so just have a look at the symbolism on them. I won't waste time explaining what you can see with your own eyes, so have a look. And the other two cards are divination and happiness as well. So a lot of symbolism on these cards. I recommend you pause if you need to digest anything, because there's a lot to go off. That's why I love this deck. So first of all, let's talk about that protection and healing, group 4. When it comes to your advice, you are really absolutely being called to have healthy boundaries with this person. Just because they are this profound being who may have a wonderful positive impact on your future does not mean you need to bend over backwards and blindly give yourself to the point where you are wearing yourself thin, like this 9 of chopsticks. Boundaries and a healthy level of self-awareness is required, and I think you have that. I feel like I just need to remind you of that. This is the kind of connection that has layers, like that onion, like Shrek, like Donkey. But the thing about layers is you can kind of choose how far you want to peel back and share with this person, show this person and share with them. So it's really up to you how vulnerable you want to be when it comes to engaging with this person after your period of stillness and separation. And I think that with healing here, you're being reminded that what you show is what is going to help this connection heal and grow. So please remember that. That's kind of like your little catchphrase. What you show this person is what is going to help this connection heal and grow. If you don't show them that vulnerable side to you, or if you don't show them that emotional side to you, then they're not going to be aware of it, and they're going to make decisions based on only what they're aware of. While there is an intuitive aspect between the two of you, I sense an incredibly logical side to this person. And if they don't know something, they're not going to act based on what they intuitively feel. They're going to go off what they know. So remember that. Your advice is also down here with divination and happiness to, this is interesting here, because you're kind of being reminded to remember what you've learned throughout this journey with them, in terms of what you may have gained by way of information of different types of relationships and people that could come and go from your life. I feel that this is the kind of connection that has the potential to make you very happy, and add a lot of happiness to your life. But I also feel that you've been informed that you may have other options, and that you have other people that will come and offer very similar forms of happiness and fulfillment. So I think that at the end of the day, with divination and happiness, you can only do what you think is going to make you most happy based on what you know. And if you're dealing with more than one person, then I really firmly believe that at the end of the day, you watching this video need to do what you feel in your heart is going to make you most happy, because you are being supported to find, through divine intervention, someone who can make you very happy and add that sense of connection that you may be craving. And I don't believe that for all of you, you're going to choose that. Sorry, group 4, we were cut off by my camera because I talked too much. As I was saying, I don't believe that for all of you, group 4, you're going to choose that with this person. I think that some of you are going to peel back a few layers of that onion and maintain a cordial relationship and pursue the depths of your happiness and success with somebody else, while others of you are willing and maybe ready and able to peel back more layers and be more vulnerable and really seize that divine intervention to pursue happiness with them. It really is up to you based on information you've received in your own individual journey. I think that many of you have options, and I don't think that that's making this any easier. I feel like the fact that you have options is what is confusing you the most right now. So that is the advice that I have for you, group 4. That has been your reading of Have You Met Them Yet? Yes, you have. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it at least confirmed what you may already know and supplemented the advice that you feel was missing, the information you feel was missing. Please look after your beautiful self, group 4. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. It has been a pleasure to read for you today. I recommend you have a look at that guidance reading because your energy feels similar to one of the groups I read for there. So if you feel called to, if it resonates, if it feels right, I recommend you go and have a look at that. Otherwise, I hope to see you in another video. Bye.